Chomalla, the Musi, Biryani, Irani chai, and the sound of many languages in one street. And the breath, in the same breath, we must speak of Salar Museum. This is not merely a place we visit. This is a place that tells us who we are. And it tells us something remarkable. Dear friends, a single man, Salar III, gathered one of the greatest private collections of art in the world. Today we speak of nearly 43,000 objects of art and history. Most of us struggle to keep track of our mere spectacles, our mobile phone, and sometimes even our car keys. But Salar III kept track of civilization. That is not collecting, that is a devotion. He did not collect only expensive things, he collected even beauty, he collected memory. He collected the world. Then through this museum, that private passion became a public inheritance. That this is the highest form of generosity, to love something deeply and then give it to everyone. When a child walks through this museum today, she does not only see objects behind glass. She sees China, Europe, Persia, India, the Deccan, the Nizams, Hyderabad. The craft of unknown artisans, the imagination of forgotten masters, and the patience of people who made things not for one season, but for centuries. In today's age, we scroll fast. We look for 3 seconds and move on. But this museum quietly tells us, slow down, look properly. Beauty does not reveal itself to a hurried mind. This is why a museum matters. A museum is not a storehouse of old things. A museum is a training ground for attention. It teaches a society to observe, to remember, to respect, and to wonder. And the Salar Museum teaches us one more lesson, a lesson which Hyderabad knows in its bones. Inside these galleries, the gods and prophets of many faiths share the same home. Hindu bronzes, illuminated Qurans, Christian Madonnas, Buddhist art, all gathered, all honored, all treated with dignity. There are even ceremonial objects where the Dasavatara of Vishnu and verses of the Quran appear together. This is not a lecture on harmony. This is harmony made possible. This is not something forgotten. This is the Ganga, Yamuna, Tehzeeb of the Deccan. This is Hyderabad's genius. This is India's at its best. A Muslim nobleman collected and cherished the artistic traditions of every faith, and today that collection belongs to every Indian. In a world where people are sometimes asked to narrow their identity, but this museum asks us to widen our hearts. Hyderabad has always been a city of doors, not walls. It has welcomed cultures, languages, faith, traders, scholars, poets, workers, scientists, entrepreneurs, and even dreamers also. That is why Hyderabad has endured. That is why Hyderabad has grown. That is why Hyderabad is loved. The Salar Museum is the civilizational proof of that Hyderabad. And therefore, when we honor Salar today, we are not only honoring a collective, we are honoring way of seeing the world. Curious, generous, refined, and fearless. I want to say something about the setting of this great museum. For generations, this institution has stood on the southern bank of the Musi. The Musi is not just a river in geography. It is a river in Hyderabad's memory. It has carried stories of trade, settlement, flood, neglect, and also hope. For too long, we allowed the Musi to decline, but that chapter must end somewhere. The government of Telangana is committed to the reservation of the Musi to transform a neglected and polluted river into a clean, living waterway with a riverfront worthy of Hyderabad's history and future. We have seen what rivers have done for cities across the world. The Thames in London, the Seine in Paris, the Sabarmati in Ahmedabad, the riverfronts of Singapore. Why should I stop Hyderabad aim for anything less? Imagine the Salar Museum is not as an isolated building, but as the cultural crown jewel of a renowned riverfront. Imagine visitors arriving along a clean, beautiful Musi, walking through heritage streets, crossing into galleries filled with world art, and ending the evening with Hyderabad's food, music, and life. This is not a dream too large for Hyderabad. Hyderabad has already proved that it can dream a lot. We are the city of Charminar and Cyber Town. We are the city of lakes and parks and quantum computing. We are the city of biryani and biotechnology. We are the vaccine capital, the IT engine, the pharma powerhouse, the cinema and culture hub.